Zimbabwe's First Lady, Grace Mugabe, has been accused of assault. But instead of turning herself into police as promised, she's left South Africa and returned home. A model named Gabriella Engels has accused Mugabe of hitting her with an extension cord at a hotel in Johannesburg. Mugabe told police she would turn herself in, but a government official confirmed she's back in the country. Mugabe so far hasn't commented on the accusations against her. For more on this story, I'm joined now by Zimbabwean journalist Wilf Mbanga. Wilf, thank you for joining us. In terms of Grace Mugabe, what is the latest in terms of the accusations and the police investigation?
Well, the police wanted to interrogate her yesterday. She offered to meet them at 10 o'clock yesterday morning in Johannesburg. And she was supposed to appear in court later on in the afternoon at 2. She didn't go to the police station as promised. She didn't appear in court. And last night we found out that she had returned to Zimbabwe from, I believe, a military installation, which is difficult to access if you don't have a permission from senior people in the government.
Can I just check also? Can I just check, does she have immunity, and is that why she wasn't arrested in South Africa?
No, she's not a head of state. She's not a minister in the government. She was on a private visit to South Africa. She went to seek medical attention for her leg, which was damaged when she was run over by a presidential limousine in Harare a few weeks ago. So it was a private visit. It had nothing to do with the government. And in fact, I understand she was traveling on a non-diplomatic passport.
Now, she's been talked about as a possible successor for her elderly husband, President Mugabe. Does this have a bearing, or could it have a bearing, in terms of her chances to succeed President Mugabe?
Well, it doesn't help her chances. But again, she never had any chances before that. She would like to take over from her husband. She has presidential ambitions. She's quite well known, but she is hated in Zimbabwe. She has made a lot of enemies within her own party, ZANU-PF. In fact, she heads one faction called the G40, which is opposed by another faction led by Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa, called the La Costa Group. So at the moment, it doesn't look like she stands a chance.
In terms of the media and the newspapers and how this story has been covered in South Africa, is this seen as a plot to tarnish the Mugabe name? Because he is still, for many, many people, very popular, and so is his wife, Grace Mugabe.
Well, first of all, the media here and in Zimbabwe are running away with this story. I mean, it's a major story in both countries. The editorials about it, the internet is really hot with Zimbabweans reacting to what has happened, it's a major story. But I don't think that it will tarnish. You say tarnish her image. She has no image to be tarnished. She's damaged her own image herself. It's not the first time she's been involved in violence. A couple of years ago, she assaulted a British journalist in Hong Kong. In Singapore, she was fined for having a fracas with some journalists there as well. And now in South Africa, she has been involved in beating up a South African woman. So she's got no reputation to speak of.
Wilf Mbanga, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed.